Welcome in to Rock Hard Ball, part of the Dogs Media Network at College Football Dogs. Let's get rock hard. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another edition of Rock Hard Ball. As always, I'm Carter. We got Weezy and Clyde here on the couch as well. Having some issues with Clyde's mic still. Not sure what's going on there.
I realize he's still gonna be on camera.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting here because we set up for all three of us to have mics, so that was the initial plan. But now Clyde's just gonna be kind of sitting here. He's pulling up a picture of Chris Bosh. Yeah, Clyde is Chris Bosh today. We got LeBron, we got D-Wade, Chris Bosh here handing out. Don't worry though, he'll still have Kelly's Kinky Rankings. Speaking of, let's take a look at the show rundown. Super Bowl 59 preview. That's what we'll lead off with right away. Give you our thoughts on the big game. And then we'll go NFL honors recap. Those are happening right now. So I think MVP is yet to be announced, right?
I believe so.
But we have Depoy, Opoy. It almost feels weird. Depoy sounds normal, but Opoy sounds weird. Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, offensive rookie, defensive rookie of the years, comeback player of the year, all that stuff. So we'll go through, give your thoughts on the winners, maybe who got snubbed, but from what we've seen so far, they all seem pretty about as expected. They were to go. Then we got recapping the biggest headlines, which is basically just wrapping up kind of what happened at the end of the NBA trade deadline. Other than that, I don't really think there's a whole lot else happening in the sports world that's super of note right now. Then we got Rock Hard Bets, which is back now for the first time in months. I went to make the graphic for it. It's 2/26 now of 2025. The last time we did it was 12/26. No. Yeah, 12/16, I think, of 24. So been a while for bets, but that's going to be just Super Bowl exclusive. We each picked 6 prop bets for the Super Bowl. Rocking it that way. And then
we officially just claim me as winner of season 1, since season 2 will be after the Super Bowl.
You had to have won season 1. I don't know what happened with the last one for sure, but I know you had like a 4-game lead. So
yeah, something like that.
I would have made up enough. So yeah, Weezy's the winner of season 1 of the bets, which, speaking of, for those who aren't aware, maybe weren't here for Monday's episode when we finally got back on the horse and, having episodes. This is the last episode of season 1, technically, of Rock Hard Ball. We never really initially called it season 1, but we decided we'll kind of do it in seasons. That way we kind of have a way to keep track of stuff like the bet winnings, things of that nature. Probably try and do more poll-related stuff as far as like takes and things like that going forward for this next season. We'll really try and up the production to a certain extent. Get a little studio down the garage.
Yep.
So that should be good going forward. But we'll make things of that nature.
People listen. Like, when should we plan on having that done by?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it super fast. Maybe within a couple months.
Okay.
I would say somewhere at the latest.
Yeah.
But yeah, so exciting things coming forward for the show. But we thank you all for tuning in here for the last episode of season 1. So one last note before we kind of get into things. Make sure you follow the socials. Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever, YouTube,
TikTok.
TikTok will be getting active again.
Yeah.
Got the bullshit TikTok slideshows going, but you know what? They do numbies. So we'll be more active on social media, not just clips and stuff like that. We'll post more just rankings and interactive stuff. So make sure you follow all that stuff. And then, yeah, I don't know. That's probably about it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right. That being said, let's go forward with the Super Bowl LIX or 59, depending on how pretentious you want to be. Super Bowl. So Eagles, Chiefs. Obviously, we kind of all know how they got here. Chiefs just ran through the regular season. They lost like one real game. Last game of the season, obviously, they didn't play anybody. In the playoffs, beat the Texans, beat the Bills for what feels like the millionth time. Eagles, obviously, Packers, Rams, Commanders, throttled the Commanders there in the NFC Championship game. Yeah, Kelly, I know that Indiana. That's like what's going. Sorry, I should acknowledge you that. He is going to resign. So
he got fired.
Yeah. So yeah. Nathan said it best earlier. You can't fire me because I quit. So yeah, he's going to resign. Which maybe we can talk a little bit more about that in the
like right now or towards the end of the season.
I think it's the end of the season, right?
Okay.
Do you know for sure?
I mean, why would you quit halfway through the year?
You get fired halfway through a year.
Yeah. I'm assuming most of the time when people say they're going to step down, so the end of the year. Okay, yeah. So end of the year. Anyway, Super Bowl. General thoughts. Kind of said this once already on Monday, but I feel like the Eagles are the better roster favorite. I think pretty much everybody in the country would agree. But the Chiefs' voodoo magic is hard to stop. So we'll see. They're going for the 3-peat, obviously. As far as how each of these teams could win the game, Chiefs, I feel like, can win in a lot of different ways, right? I mean, they at times can run the ball well. The defense has been pretty good all year. Mahomes is obviously a magician. As far as the Eagles go, I mean, as long as they control the game, control the clock, run the shit out of the ball the whole game, and Jalen Hurts can.
That's where I don't know if they're going to do that though.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
like this, it's an Eagles team to strike, like run Saquon 8-9 times, and whether it's good or bad, or it's going to say, all right, let's go to the air. It's what they did all playoffs. They won and survived from it. But like this is a game where I think if you have to win, like you just have to give Saquon the rock 24/7.
Speaking of though, it's been kind of a stat that's thrown around a lot. I think the Chiefs gave up I think they gave up one 100-yard rusher the entire year, and they did not give up over 200 yards of total rushing offense on the entire year. So that is obviously a huge stat because, like we just said, the Eagles, their bread and butter, what they have to do is run the ball with Saquon Barkley. So do you think, I guess, is there a number out there that like Saquon or the Eagles as a whole, like as a rushing team, have to hit to win this game?
100, but at the same time, though, like what rushing game have they played? You know what I mean?
The Chiefs?
Yeah, what would be considered the best?
Let's take a look at the schedule.
I guess probably Baltimore, which is actually a probably good fucking answer too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they played Baltimore week 1. The Chargers a couple times. They had a decent rushing attack.
Maybe like Houston.
They played the Niners. I think McCaffrey was out, though, at that time. Houston, I guess, if you want to count them. Maybe not the best rushing team in the league other than the Ravens, but, I mean, I don't even know, to be honest, who, other than the Eagles and Ravens, even really led the league in rushing, to be honest. Probably find it, but... Yeah, I would though agree. I think if Saquon stays under 100 and they stay under like I don't know 160 probably as a team, I feel like the Eagles don't win this game. I think that's about the only recipe.
Yeah, I think the recipe for success is probably.
I think you could separate them a little bit if Saquon's under 100, but like Jalen Hurts rushes for like 75 yards. Yeah. That's different. But I mean,
I think you need 100 total yards of rushing offense, and I think you need. At the most, like one turnover, like Jalen Hurts, like because I think Mahomes.
You think 100 total rushing yards does it
from a team point?
Yeah.
I
don't know if I go that far.
I'm not saying like I'm saying if they don't hit that mark, like they are not going to win this game.
Yeah,
that's what I'm putting out there.
I think you could be a little bit more aggressive with it, but
I don't know. Look, Chiefs played close games all year, like.
Yeah,
I don't think we're like you just said. We're going into this where the Eagles are the better roster overall.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, coaching does matter too. Quarterback play. Look, if they run the ball well and Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over, I think they're fine. I'm not saying they're going to win the game if that happens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, look what happened in the first Super Bowl against these two teams. Jalen Hurts went crazy. They still lost. I mean, I don't know.
I don't trust Jalen Hurts overall. Like you just said, he went crazy in the first Super Bowl, but. Again, the Russian attack has to be there, but if it's not, like it's going to be just an absolute disaster. I feel like for the Eagles because I don't think he can win the game by himself.
No, but
I just don't think he has it in him. Whereas Mahomes does, which I think is what a lot of it comes down to.
I think Mahomes does, but also doesn't think he needs to. Like the reason why they are 15-2 in the Super Bowl for their times because of defense.
Yeah, that's
why I said Jalen Hurts can't afford to turn over the ball. Mahomes probably can because he has all year. They've still won games all year doing it.
Yeah, fair point. I guess we'll talk about more stuff in bets later, but like, I guess if you had to go like one bold prediction for the game, like what would be your take that people maybe wouldn't expect?
I think we get a huge game from Travis. I don't know how bold that is. I think
he's like third or fourth in the MVP odds, but
it's every Super Bowl.
Yeah. But I get.
I was saying 10 for 102. Like, is that like that would be pretty fucking big? No, That's bold. That's my bold take.
Okay. I asked you the question and just didn't prepare an answer for myself. I'll go I'll go Mybel. I'll go Mybel. Take Eagles turn it over twice. Which I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's the most outlandish thing of all time, but like we just kind of said, which is again what we'll get to later with who the actually was. I guess we can say it now. I think the Chiefs are going to win. That's who I would bet. But in that scenario, that's what I'm saying. Like if the Eagles turn it over, I don't think they have a chance. So my bold take will be they turn it over twice, and then it's too much to over.
My actual hot take is Donald Trump finds a way to get on mic and call Taylor Swift a bitch.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Do you imagine?
It'd be sick if it did. God, that'd be hilarious.
Twitter world would go crazy.
Oh yeah, they eat that alive. Said they'd eat that alive. Yeah. Kelly, the producer Clyde here, he dropped us a little note. He said, "I know the color for the Gatorade. I don't know. That's just completely washed out on the camera, but it's yellow. Is what he's trying to show you guys. There you go. That's a little better. Yellow is what Kelly's showing. Weez and I each took the Gatorade color as a bet later, so we'll give you our thoughts on the rock hard bets, but no spoilers. So, but Kelly, how do you figure that that's the
I'll just take it. Yeah. So my buddy, he goes to school in Arizona.
Oh,
He said he's friends with the guy.
He
He said he's friends with the guy that does the Gatorade, and he said it's yellow. And he said, "Give me a heads up." So everyone, it's yellow.
You know, NFL teams have different colored Gatorades on each sideline, right?
It's for the Chiefs.
Well, no, like the Chiefs might have yellow Gatorade, like in one cooler, and then like orange in another cooler, and then the players.
It's for the
And then
dumping.
the players
It's for the dumping.
it's for the dumping.
For the dumping.
It's for the dumping.
for the dumping.
I don't think they can hear him, so it's for the dumping. Also, if anybody's out there listening, we're pretty sure we prevented this time because we didn't let Clyde have a mic. But if there is echo issues, please let us know in the comments. That was a big concern last time, which we didn't realize until after the episode. So let us know if it's echoing. We got the peanuts right here. I don't know. Is there much of an echo, or is it all right? All right, sounds good. All right, good to know.
I'm still here.
I think it was definitely a Clyde mic issue.
Yeah, well, I turned off the mic on the computer, so it should-
Yeah. Going on the fly here, so
I'm gonna imagine it's good. We're just gonna keep rolling.
good, yeah. No one. Yeah, there's a little bit of stream delay. We don't want anybody to stream snipe us. So, well, guys, I'm just looking out for us. Come on, don't want anybody to steal our takes. Okay, that's probably about it that I have for the Super Bowl. Like, obviously, our whole point of this show is that it's pretty, free flowing. We're just fans, so I'm not going to sit here and break down every single aspect of the game. I will say the one thing I keep seeing that I've seen the last couple weeks in like the playoff matchups is some account on like Instagram, I think it is, that does like the rating each position group by like team, and they do like dots, like a plot. Whoever's doing that is the stupidest person of all time, because they have Nick Sirianni as like an elite coach, which we all know that he's stupid. They also had Jalen Hurts like the smallest hair behind Patrick Mahomes. Like Mahomes was like at the absolute end of the bar. Hurts was like half a circle behind him, which again, not true. So to people out there who think they know ball, don't stick to real. Stick with us. We're real ball knowers, but in a cool kind of chill guy type of way. So what he's just zooming in pictures of Andy Reid in the Eagles gear. I don't know what he's doing. I wish we just had like a Kelly cam. Just like what is he looking at on his computer during the show? What's he thinking about and looking up? Yeah, be like a little. Like an ESPN2 broadcast, like just a Kelly cam. Like, what's going on over here? Just typing the alphabet on his computer. Okay, let's go to NFL honors. Talk about those a little bit. I see if I can pull it up, like the live thing.
Let's pull up Schefter's tweets.
Okay, let's just go in order of how this thing is to a point. I don't know. All right, first things first. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, the edge rusher from the Rams. 4.5 sacks, 66 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Was the only guy from the Rams who actually got selected to the Pro Bowl. I don't think he was like a necessarily. I mean, he's a first-round pick, but I don't think he was like a big-time favorite coming out of the draft.
No, not even close. But obviously, he was a runaway favorite towards the end of the year.
Yes.
No, we didn't pick him. On who did we pick? Do you remember who you picked on? Like
I want to say I went Dallas Turner.
We both did.
Yeah, which
we both went Dallas.
Felt like a no-brainer because he was like the first defensive player drafted. Yeah. But he had a decent year. Yeah,
he did. But obviously, Jared Verse. I mean, not really shocking answer there.
Yeah. Also, interesting note for the defensive rookie of the year is Brandon Fisk also was was a finalist for defensive rookie of the year, which he's also on the Rams. So Rams really hit it big there in the draft with defensive players. So
He's pretty much all that defense was compelled of. It was a very young defense.
I don't even know who else was even close. Oh, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, he probably could have.
And Cooper DeJean.
Yep.
Chop
I mean,
Robinson.
Cooper DeJean didn't come on though until like week 7, 8.
Yeah, he came out pretty late, but that was some of the betting favorites, I guess. I don't know where we were finally actual finalists, but oh, sorry, we almost forgot. Peter Porker said, "Quick rest in peace for Virginia. Moment of silence, please. We're gonna take a moment. Honor Virginia McCaskey. Clyde's not abiding by it, I guess. I think her ownership has brought him a lot of pain. So
yeah,
rest in peace. But
she did die.
Over.
102 is a great run. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, yeah, she was super old. Like, obviously, it's always like sad when somebody like passes away, but like at the same time, it's like when you get to like that age, it's like, all right, like they had to die eventually.
Yeah, the jokes I feel like are allowed. No.
Yeah.
Like I'm like when Sister Jean eventually goes.
Yeah, but
really? No.
Yeah, but people like actually like her.
Yeah, the one likes McCaskey.
Her whole men's basketball team doesn't like her. You guys,
yeah,
saw
that was unfortunate. No high fives, no fist bumps, nothing. Yeah, it's true.
No, but actually, like, what happens though now? Because her kids aren't taking it over, right? So now it's just
it's her oldest. He took over.
But wait, I wasn't the whole thing like once she dies, he's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the team is. I mean, the McCaskies founded football. They're one of the founding families. But yeah, it's time to go.
Well, she is. She did go.
I mean,
she went.
I can say a lot about that. It's just, yeah.
All right, what's it saying?
I'm pretty sure it says the 20% stake owned directly by Virginia will likely be distributed among family members to lower the tax burden involved in taking control of their ownership. It is likely that control will pass to George McCaskey, Virginia's son, who has served as the team's chairman of the board since 2011. But this doesn't mention anything about him potentially signing it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Go to comments, see if Peter's coming through. He'll know.
Okay. Peter's saying she died like a dog. Everybody's saying cry baby Virginia. So Peter's not helpful right now.
Peter's not
helpful. Yeah. Also, I missed this earlier. Brennan said, "What do you mean the Chiefs didn't play anybody the last game of the season?" Let's be real. We all know that they played a practice squad, so little delayed callback there, but just now noticed it. So, Peter, if you know though what's happening like to the Bears once the Sun takes control, let us know. Once George is in charge, it'd be great to know. But anyways, back to NFL honors, I guess, while we wait for that possible answer. We got Offensive Rookie of the Year. That was a easy layup. Jane Daniels. He somehow did not win unanimously, though. There was one vote that he did not get.
Yeah, Brock Bowers, right?
Yeah. So respect to Brock Bowers for a crazy year, but like I don't know how you don't give it to him unanimously.
Brock Bowers was the best tight end. I think it shouldn't have been Jane Daniels.
You don't think he should have won?
No.
You should have won.
No. I get it. The team success was awesome. A lot of it was Jane Daniels. A lot of it was obviously new faces, new head coach. Brock Bowers led his entire position group. He was an all-pro as a rookie. Like,
I get that part of it, but like we had a serious conversation close to halfway through the season where it's like Jaden Daniels might be the MVP, not just the Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and then he really slowed down. He didn't really slow down. Like that's because that was like week 4, and that's because at week 4 he was like the best quarterback in the league.
Still though, like the fact that he like ever like was in a position of that, also like
he was there for 4 fucking weeks.
I don't know. I definitely think he should have won. Maybe okay. I can cool on the unanimous talk. I definitely think he should have won though. I think you can make a very strong argument that he had the best rookie season of all time, like by a quarterback.
Like, what does that go by statistically, or like just
combination of both?
Okay.
If you go
Yeah.
from if you treated the offensive rookie of the year like a most valuable player, I think he was the most valuable rookie of.
Yeah. Okay. Then yes, team was obviously a lot better than Brock Bowers' team.
Yeah, and yes, it's tough because he's not a quarterback, but
Yeah.
that's just the way that it goes. So, but yes, congrats, Jaden Daniels. Also, head nod, shout out. Bo Nix also deserves a little bit of love. Had a very good rookie
He's
season.
27.
Yeah, we definitely hated on the age thing a little bit too much. Jaden Daniels is like a year younger than him, if that even.
I
So,
know that's like the
yeah.
funniest part.
Yeah. But he seems cooler.
Yeah.
About it.
I get it.
Also, Porker in here with the answer. Family estate is going to get it spread out. George, who's cash poor, can't pay the tax, and will probably start selling parts of the franchise to basically pay for the tax.
Okay.
Huge.
I thought it was someone like he was poor.
Everyone in the Hallis family is going to get a piece of the estate.
Okay.
So, thank you, Peter. We appreciate that. Back to the honors. Comeback player of the year was Joe Burrow. Came back from the wrist injury that he had last year. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even remember who was the actual other candidates for that this year.
Well, it would have been Sam Darnold, but he wasn't you weren't allowed to, I believe, is what it was.
I mean, do you have to qualify? Do you have to have a fucking horrific
Darnold, Patriots corner, Christian Gonzalez, Chargers running back, J.K. Dobbins, and somehow still Bills safety DeMar Hamlin were the finalists. How the fuck is DeMar a finalist again?
He gets a 2-year stretch. 2 to 3 years, he gets to just be in it,
Well, he's a clone.
Well, I guess he did actually come back from not being ass anymore. He was.
That is true. Yeah, he was actually a real player. That was good. Yeah. They switched the criteria this every year, and I think we've talked about it before. And it's really annoying.
Why did they switch it? Because Sam Darnold would have been eligible.
Well, I don't think they actually switch it. It's just what they
No,
decided
they
to
did.
do that year.
You can look it up. I'm pretty sure it says he is actually ineligible.
It says he's a finalist.
What?
Joe Burrow wins NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Vikings quarterback, blah blah blah. We're the other 2024 Comeback Player of the Year.
Okay, so what is it? Because Sam Darnold should be the comeback.
No,
player of
I'm
the year.
pretty sure they it's literally just the voters each year decide all right, we're really gonna give it to a guy who had a bad injury,
think
came
it's
back
just-
really good, or we're gonna give it to a guy whose career was completely lost, and then all of a sudden
Is that
revitalized.
because Joe Flacco won it from being just old and ass, and then took it from DeMar Hamlin, and everybody bitched because DeMar almost died? So
When
then,
did DeMar Hamilton even happen? I don't even remember anymore.
that would have been 2022.
So yeah, last year would have been
So then last year, Joe Flacco won comeback player of the year, and people were mad about that. So then maybe they were just all right, if a quarterback who's been ass has a good year, we won't just give it to them. I
Joe
don't know.
Flacco definitely won last year.
Yes.
Huh.
Almost positive.
Okay, why does it show me it showed me 2018 through 2022. Why would you not show me no, DeMar won last year.
No, DeMar Hamlin did win.
But Flacco was but see, the year before that Gino won. And that was just
Him coming back
yeah,
from
he
being
sucked.
ass.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I don't know then.
Tannehill won in 20. He might have actually been hurt. I don't remember. Did Josh Allen have season injury 2019? I don't remember that.
He was ass.
Yes, he's got better.
I don't know.
Joe Burrow's also already won it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because he tore his
I
ACL.
think people have won it twice. Probably not very many, huh?
What if by the time it's all said and done, Joe Burrow is going to win 4 or 5 of these?
He might, yeah. That's a good point. Sporting News gave it to Darnold. They also gave it to Tua last year. Alex Smith got it in
2014.
Oh no, he was one of those unfortunate ones that just didn't get to win it. So nope.
Fuck you.
The Sporting News gave it to him in 2020, but the official AP one went to Josh Allen that year for not being ass. So
All right.
I mean, this almost got me off.
yeah, no, see, that's what I'm saying. They change it every year. I don't know what the thought process is on it at all. They just willy-nilly pick, it seems like. So I don't know what the deal is there. But congrats to Burrow for winning. Again, I don't know who else was. Oh, we actually listed the finalists.
Yeah.
All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain. Well deserved, I thought. Very, very good year. He's the best corner in the league, obviously. Outside of him, who were the even leaders this year?
Who are the finalists?
Let's look it up. We come so prepared for this show.
I forgot they were. I didn't know they were tonight. I thought they were
Zach
Saturday.
Bond, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, TJ Watt. who I think just gets to be an automatic finalist every year.
Yeah, TJ Watt really not have a great year at all.
No, for a TJ, but he does suffer from the
TJ Watt standards.
So, yeah. Shout out to Zach Bond. He's had a really good playoffs. I didn't really realize that he was that good in the regular season. Also, Myles Garrett, who is the reigning defense player of the year, or was.
Trey Hendrickson's just constantly there. He'll never win anything like that, but
yeah. But yeah, shout out to PS2 offensive player of the year. Finalists were Saquon, Burrow, Chase, Henry, and Lamar. Saquon ended up winning it. Again, I don't really think that one is weird sometimes, where they'll like randomly, like once every like 5 years, seems to be like, oh yeah, this MVP deserves both, and they'll give it to both of them. They'll give them both awards. But then other times, just like, all right, MVP is the quarterback, and then Offensive Player of the Year is the best player who wasn't a quarterback. So I like when they do it that way. You get more recognition. So Saquon definitely well deserved. 2,000-yard rushing season. Shout out Derrick Henry. He actually averaged more yards per carry, I think, this year than Saquon did. So kind of a flip flop from past years where Derrick Henry seemed like he got ran to the ground.
I think there's actually a decent amount who did
average more yards per carry. Well, yeah,
Saquon got a fucking point. Yeah, I'm almost
positive.
Gibbs had more yards per carry than him.
Let's see here,
but Saquon had
okay. Try doing it like the average.
It's going to do like the guys who had like 12 carries.
All right, so I guess Derrick Henry had slightly more. Saquon had 5.8. Henry had 5.9.
Oh, Gibbs did not. How much did Gibbs have? I could have sworn he had more.
He had 5.6, okay. So he was right there. Let's see who else is up here. 5.4 for Bucky Irving. Shout out to him. That's a quarterback. Jordan Mason at 5.2. Not bad. Jerome Ford 5.4. All right, so Saquon actually still was like way up there.
Yeah.
It was literally just Derrick Henry for other running backs that had more yards per carry. Touchdowns, though, Derrick Henry did have more. So people are talking now, actually, just right now. Maybe Derrick Henry should have won. Probably not.
Breaking news, too. NFL Memes posted Matt Eberflus won Coach of the Year. So,
okay. Speaking of, though, let's just jump to that next. Assistant Coach of the Year, new head coach of the Chicago Bears. Weeze, kiss him goodbye. Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions offense coordinator. So,
nope, he's dead to me.
Okay.
Yep.
Outside of that, I don't think MVP and Coach of the Year have been announced yet.
No, it'll probably be 2
hours. Being like updated currently. Nah, it won't be that long. It's got to be like the next.
I think they're gonna milk.
It might be announced by the end of the show.
By the end of yes, but I'm saying like don't expect it.
Yeah,
how many times soon?
Yeah, no, we won't hold our breath.
We just jump.
We can talk though really quick who the candidates are. Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, Sean Payton, Dan Quinn, and Andy Reid.
I think this one's locked up, right?
O'Connell?
Yeah.
I would assume so. I feel like Dan Quinn could get a decent amount of love for the turnaround that Washington had. Obviously, a lot of that is Jaden Daniels and how good he was. But at the end of the day, like you still have to have the coach that puts the roster around him and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think Dan Quinn's always been kind of made for and is a good head coach. I think he just got kind of broken for a little while after that 23 loss, but I do think he's a good coach, like, and will be long term. So I don't think this is a fluke by any means. And obviously, Peyton turns around Denver a little bit, and then Andy Reid and Dan Campbell, I feel like will probably just be in this for the next few years, just because their teams will be the best in the conference every year. And then finally, the most valuable player, obviously, again, not announced yet, but finalists are Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Lamar Jackson.
This is the ultimate like toss up, right?
Yeah, I think it is to a point. I think we talked about it Monday, maybe a little bit. Voter fatigue feels like
it does. I'm going to see right now at DraftKings that they still have like open odds on it.
Yeah, the fact when you factor in voter fatigue, it makes it feel like it's obvious that it'll be Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen.
Okay, right. Congratulations, Josh Allen, first MVP.
No, definitely well deserved. It was getting to a point where it's like he has
just
to something. He has to get an MVP or a Super Bowl at some point. Gets the MVP. But yes, Lamar, I think if he hadn't just won back-to-back, he would have had a much better chance to win, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure Baltimore Ravens fans won't go crazy on Twitter tonight.
Yeah, definitely not. No. They're like one of the tamest fan bases. Why?
What does he got pulled up?
Josh Allen, NFL quarterback, is hung.
All right.
I don't know what he's doing. Other shout-outs again, Saquon, definitely the best non-quarterback this year. Goff, really good, underrated year. Nobody really talked about him very much, but great year from him. Kind of fell apart in the playoffs, but we won't talk about that. And then Joe Burrow. I think if the Bengals would have won like 2 or 3 more games, he probably would have won. But
He probably could have won it like this. Like,
yeah,
regardless.
with his team, they gave up 60 points per game. Yeah, probably not a bad point. But yeah, that is most valuable player. And I guess Coach of the Year probably still hasn't been announced then, or was it announced?
I would think they would save
This is-
MVP for
Hey,
last.
Rappaport's an idiot. He said a stunner. Josh Allen is the MVP. How the fuck is that a stunner? I'm pretty sure he was the betting odds favorite, wasn't he?
Who knows?
Oh, also Coach of the Year was announced. Kevin O'Connell won.
Okay.
25 votes. Campbell, though, was right on his heels, 19. Reed had 4. Peyton had 1. Quinn had 1. So that is the that. Also, they announced the Hall of Fame.
What do you mean by that? Like who?
Who made the Hall of Fame? Yeah. Notable didn't make it. Eli Manning did not get in on first ballot. Adam Vinatieri, Steve Smith.
Adam Vinatieri did not get in.
No,
That's fucking
that's
shocking.
pretty. Yeah, that's pretty shocking. Steve Smith, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Luke Kuechly, Fred
No.
Taylor, Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yonda, Darren Woodson, Jari Evans, and Willie Anderson. Do you? I
I
don't
know
know
who got it.
who actually made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Allen, then Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and then Sterling Sharp. Fucking finally, dude.
Best Packers.
Yes. Well, very well deserved for Sterling Sharp.
Fucking love him.
Very happy to hear that he got in. Well,
I'm still kind of appalled by Vinatieri not being a first ballot. Like,
yeah, that has to be just kicker stuff, right? Just strictly the
He's
fact that he's
like-
kicker, arguably the best of all time. Yeah.
probably is. I think we should actually go back. Ever since Justin Tucker started touching people inappropriately,
Kickers have really taken a hit.
I think it's Vinatieri's goat again. Like obviously everybody started saying Tucker was the goat. Not anymore. He's done. Back to Vinatieri. Should have been a first balloter, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that was deserved. I don't know if there's any other ones that really gets. Kuechly, I think he had a ridiculous prime and
He
was
didn't
so
play
good, but he just did not play very long. Very happy they left Eli Manning out on the first ballot. I think he'll probably get in eventually, and I won't be that upset about it. But I'm glad he didn't get a first ballot because that's a different honor. So glad that didn't happen. Also, shout out Jared Allen, who is maybe one of the most underrated defensive players of all time. Like no one ever talks about him, and he was ridiculous for a good 5 or 6 year stretch there. I think he has this. They just brought it up because Myles Garrett's like close to it and might beat it, but I think he has the second most sacks of all time before the age of 30, only trailing Reggie White. So yeah, Jared Allen was dog. So shout out to him as well. Was he first ballot?
Jared Allen?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
He's
So
also a Bears legend.
I don't know about that, but
Faithful Bears.
Chiefs and Vikings legend, I'd probably say, but I don't know about
Yes.
Bears. Okay, that's about it for the NFL honors, I'd say. That being said, we'll take a break, get a quick commercial break in. Then when we come back, we will talk a little bit more NBA trade deadline, stuff that was relevant. And then outside of that, we will get into Rockford Bets, which again is going to be Super Bowl centric. A lot of different props for the Super Bowl. And then, of course, Kelly Kiki rankings, which I don't think we've announced that yet. It's going to be worst text to receive. So from the mind of Colin, that should be pretty good. But yeah, you're listening to Rockford Ball, part of the Dogs Media Network at Culture Ball Dogs, and we will be right back.
On the College Football Dogs website, you'll find a main page that features some of our biggest and newest stories. Our conference pages for content related to your favorite team's conference. Our team store, where we have products that are available all year long, as well as gear available for a limited time only. Our podcast page, where you can see when one of the 12 plus College Football Dogs podcasts is streaming live on social media. Our subscription page, where you can join our Discord. If you're interested in becoming a contributor at College Football Dogs, email us at info@collegefootballdogs.com. If you enjoy any College Football Dogs content, we really do appreciate any donations you can make by visiting the donate page on our website or scanning the QR code here.
College Football Dogs, for the fans.
All right, welcome back to Rocker Ball again, part of the Dogs Media Network at College Football Dogs. Check out the website, collegefootballdogs.com. getting kind of revamped here with everything, getting ready for the off season coming up, and then we'll of course be back into full-fledged 24/7 coverage when we roll around to next football season. But don't worry, still got good handful of writers and stuff that are going to be active and stuff like that over the off season, bringing you good articles, and check that stuff out. Next thing though, we're just going to kind of quickly hit on a couple of the NBA trades that were relevant that we hadn't gotten to since Monday. Big one, I guess we'll start with right away. Not the biggest that we're going to talk about, but kind of a callback to Monday's show was when we had the Luka trade. And obviously, Anthony Davis gets shipped out. Lakers, we basically said they needed a versatile, just high energy, big man, grab boards, finish around the rim, stuff like that. Just a more prototypical, just athletic big man. And they got the perfect guy, Mark Williams.
Yeah, I did not think he'd be for sale.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody did. I think everybody's kind of like, what the hell? Like the Hornets might as well trade LaMelo now too. Get rid of Brandon Miller and restart, I guess, again, because it's like, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. I also like it for them though too. Like
back, but
now you have 3 to build around, right? You have LaMelo, you have Brandon Miller, you have Don Connect.
That's fair.
My issue with there's just outside of this team's bad still. It's going to be bad. Yeah. I don't know, because LaMelo can't stay healthy. Brandon Miller's fine. Defensively, I think this team's going to be a nightmare. The Hornets were so far away to begin with, though. Like, I don't think losing
that's true.
Williams and gaining another piece is fine. Because, like, Brandon Miller, to me, is also not like you had one dominant ball guy. And I think Dalton Connect could be two. Like, I think Brandon Miller is more of – he kind of plays off of Melo. I think Dalton Connect can kind of create his own basket a little bit more.
Which you also don't want too many guys that need that, though, either.
True. I don't know. This is a huge win for the Lakers, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no. Because after the Luka trade, I think everybody kind of acknowledged the fact that like the Lakers didn't maybe necessarily get significantly better for like this year, but obviously the bigger piece of that was that they set themselves up for the next 10 years for when LeBron's inevitably done at some point. But yeah, now they are, I think, competitive and back into a potential title race right away again this year. Depends on what version of Luka we get going forward, or what version of LeBron we get going forward, and how healthy they stay. But I mean, the team that they have there now is very, very competent and is going to win games.
Yeah.
So that was a big one. Also, like, just shout out to Mark Williams, I guess, in general. I feel like the general fan reaction on Twitter was like, who the hell is this guy? And everybody's like, oh shit, like he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So shout out. And then other one,
we'll talk Kuz and
let's talk about that one.
Kuz goes to Milwaukee. I think Giannis's clock in Milwaukee is running out, right?
Yeah, I think he's gone pretty soon.
Yeah.
The foreign players comment
was
interesting.
Supposedly he tweeted like a red and white color with the thinking face, but then deleted that. So then everybody thought Bulls for that.
And then also
I don't know why he'd want to go there.
I'm pretty sure like obviously he wants to like win, stuff like that, but it's like I think him and Middleton, from what I gather, were like pretty good friends and like close. And then you basically just trade for like a younger Middleton with Kuzma, I feel like. Right? I don't know.
I mean, here, I think with the ultimate, like going in again, obviously he has a ring, but going all in again for Dame, like you lose Drew Holiday, which turned out to be like Drew Holiday is probably the most underrated player in the NBA. You realize how bad that shot back Milwaukee. I think he's gone. I think it's ineffective that Damian Lillard trade did not happen. And you traded away probably his second best asset.
Yeah. So I don't know. That trade was kind of weird to me, but that's what it is. And then finally, the big one is obviously Jimmy Butler heading to Golden State to pair up with Steph. I think this was the most logical move for the Warriors to try and make, because Jimmy Butler.
But they gave up so much for Jimmy Butler, who like.
Yeah, but I think that we talked about a little bit on Monday. I think they're fully in the mode of like we try to win a championship in the next two or 3 years.
Yeah,
we're just done.
I'm not bitching at them getting Jimmy Butler. I'm asking, how do you get more? Like, how do you? I guess compared to some of the other trades, they paid a massive haul for Jimmy Butler, who like it had to have been to the point where Miami was willing to give him away for pretty much nothing, right? He wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Team suspended indefinitely. Like, why was that haul so big? And then you turn around and you pay the guy $60 million a year.
It's a 2-year contract, but
That's a lot of goddamn money.
I don't know. I mean, it's all of it's going to depend on how good Jimmy Butler like truly still is. I mean, we haven't seen him play in a while, but
I
assuming that like he's still
very good. So
assuming that Jimmy Butler is a championship level 2, then obviously it could work out well. But I don't know if it's gonna for sure. But if you're the Warriors at the same time, I feel like you had to do something. Like you can't just let Steph just go off into nothing. Like at the end of his career, like you had to try to get competitive again.
yeah, I mean you can say that. Like, and also I get like you don't want to trade him. You probably want him to retire a Warrior.
Yeah.
Same time, like what team is that? What team are the Warriors better than in the West right now? Like let's talk about teams that are better than them. The Lakers are better. The Mavs are better. Thunder are way better. I still think the Timberwolves are arguably better. Like Denver's better. There's 5 fucking teams I just named.
Rockets.
Houston's better. Playoff time. Give me Golden State.
Memphis, maybe.
No.
Timberwolves.
But do you see what I'm saying? So it's like you
A lot of them are arguable, but yeah, I would say there's
last-ditch effort for like in this move does not immediately jump you into finals contenders.
yeah. I would say I would honestly say though I would only probably take from I don't know 3 or 4 teams like that I would confidently say would beat the Warriors without like a lot of trouble.
It's 4 teams. That's half of the West. In the
No, that's true.
playoffs.
That's true. But that's also like just assuming that like they don't just like mesh like again we haven't seen play yet, so it's all speculation.
Okay,
obviously,
true.
But same goes for the Lakers and Mavs. Obviously, I mean that one feels
To me,
feel like they're going to be good, but
to me it's not though, especially with the Lakers.
Yeah.
You have a bona fide superstar in Luka Doncic. Let's just say we're all like Steph Curry has not been great, and Jimmy Butler.
Do not forget about LeBron.
Obviously, well, LeBron's LeBron. He'll be 50, putting up 27, 7, and 7. So no, like I get I haven't seen either of those 2 teams play, but I can confidently say the Lakers are the better team.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I meant that more as like a Lakers ceiling type of thing. Like we'll see. Okay, that's that for traders. I don't think there's any other real big ones that were worth us talking about. Probably right. What?
DeAndre Hunter, Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean that makes them a little better. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean they're already like good, so it's like I don't know.
They're not the best team in East.
I don't know how much she moves the needle though.
They're not.
Their whole starting 5 are all stars.
That's fine. In the end, the Hawks win. No,
They won so many games.
they did. They won like 67, right? Something like that. Yeah. No, Boston's still better in the East. OKC's still better in the West.
Yeah, I think they improved though.
They improved, yes. Which improving a 41-9 team is very impressive.
I think the Cavs are still just like probably a year away though.
Yeah, I would agree.
They're in a similar spot. It feels like to what OKC was last year. Not quite ready yet. Very good team on paper, just not there. Your biggest fans back again. Drew Johnson says Clyde in all caps. So, yeah. Sorry, Drew. Don't get too much Clyde airtime tonight. He's got a goofy mic or goofy computer. We're not really sure. Computer, yeah. But so Clyde will be on the mic though later for his Kelly Skinny rankings. But I don't know. There's not really a whole lot else to dive into. Obviously, college football is kind of in a dead period right now. We got college basketball going on, but there's just not like anything crazy to talk about right at the moment. So we'll kind of save that for when we don't have more relevant things to talk about. And
I'll probably be next Thursday, my guess would be.
Yeah.
After Super Bowl Thursday special.
Yeah, for sure. So that's probably when we'll get more college basketball. So that being said, we'll just move forward here. We'll get going with some rock hard bets. So get the graphic here. They're just all going to be out there right away. We'll walk you through them a little bit. So obviously Super Bowl 59, just props here that we'll kind of walk through for you. So we had coin toss right off the bat. We went tails. I just went heads basically to pick something else. It's a 50-50 bet, so screw it. I mean, we might as well go.
Actually, not really.
Shut the fuck up. Gatorade color. Apparently, we both screwed up because it's yellow.
It's yellow, yep.
But we went blue. I went orange. Both went Chiefs money line. Went over Mahomes 253.5. I went Juju over 15.5. He went Saquon anytime. I went Hurts anytime. I went Jalen Carter over half a stack, so basically just a sack. And then Weez went Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals. So can walk through a little bit. Again, heads I was kind of just forced into it. I don't really care. Orange, I just threw a dart at the board. We'll see what happens. Fifth, but all you can do with the Gatorade. Chiefs money line. I talked about it a little bit in the preview already, but I feel like I've said it like all year. Until somebody proves that they beat them, I'm not going to bet against them. So I think they'll win. And then after this, the fix would probably be finally over because like they'll do the three-peat, the thing that nobody's done before, or whatever. Maybe the devil's magic wears off a little bit, but we'll see. Juju over 15.5. I get his Juju like at this point in his career, but anytime I see a wide receiver line like of a guy that plays like most of the snaps in the game that's like less than like 20 yards, it feels like something that you should take because like one post route or something, like one shallow post, like he hits the line. So I like Juju for over 15.5, and I do think that the Chiefs are going to throw the ball a decent amount in the game. So a couple receptions from him. I think it hits. Towards any time, I mean, the push feels inevitable. If there's a single time that the Eagles get down inside the 2-yard line with like a first and goal or second and goal, feels like he's going to score. So it again feels like a pretty easy bet. Also slightly better odds than Saquon, which is like why I was like, yeah, screw it, I'll take Hurts. Then finally Jalen Carter. I mean, you put a murderer out there with a line.
Sour wording. Yeah, she kind of killed people.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Super Bowl on the line. You know, he gets angry, wants to go real fast, makes a little speed move past the offensive lineman, and gets the quarterback, makes a stop. So I'll take Jalen Carter to pick up a sack in this one.
I'm not going to explain it. I mean, they're super cut and dry, like tails blue, coin tosses. One is an actual coin toss, by the way. Chiefs agree, and then it's like I took Mahomes and Kelsey. So I mean, it's just the most chalkboard ever. And then Harrison Butker, I don't know, expect a fucking field goal or two.
What did you say, Kelsey? That's Saquon. You took Saquon anytime.
Oh fuck yeah, I did Saquon. Same thing.
Okay.
Even more chalk.
Yeah. No. That's why I try to go like Juju, like
edgy, I wasn't getting cute. It's the Super Bowl.
No, I do like the line. That's why I explained it.
Okay.
So yeah, I do think it's a solid line. So that's our bets. We'll do we want to count these as the next season, or should we start fresh? Because I feel like the Super Bowl's kind of
start fresh. This is something.
Yeah, it's more fun. All right, we'll start fresh then after this week. I guess technically, no, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I realized I'm stupid. So, Cletus, what are you betting for the game? Jason's wondering. Would you like to share?
Don't listen to them about the color. The only color you're gonna pick is yellow because my buddy knows a guy, and I trust him with my life. The Gatorade is gonna be yellow, so throw $10 on it.
We're trusting our life on it. If we're trusting our life on it being yellow, don't you think they should maybe throw more than $10?
Be cautious.
Be cautious, he
Just
says.
Gatorade.
Just Gatorade. All right.
Well, it's gonna be yellow.
All right, it's gonna be yellow. We'll see. All right, well, that's our bets for the game. And then yeah, like we said, when season 2 gets rolling, Rocker Bets will wipe the slate clean. Should we do same style we did for at least a month or two to go like 3 college basketball bets, 3 NBA bets?
Yeah, we can do that. It's gonna be tough because like days. It's like, what if it's a Thursday show and like I want to bet like a Saturday game?
You can do that. That's what we did with football.
Yeah, but then okay, yeah, I'm okay.
We don't review until Monday.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you just have to pick something between.
Okay, yeah,
and then we can make exceptions too, as long as you like. If we submit our bets by like, a certain time on Thursday before games start that night, because I know Thursday night, like obviously we'll have games too. So if there's a bet that you really love Thursday night, just make sure you have it in before, and then we'll roll with it. But yeah, all right. That is Rock Hard Bets for the day. That being said, let's cue the intro music, and let's get ready for some Kelly's Kinky Rankings.
In a world of politics, war, bad beats, and watching your favorite sports teams come up short, sometimes you just need to hear a guy rank random shit. Enter your hero, Colin Kelly, here today for another edition of Kelly's Kinky Rankings.
They're my friends, dude. They're my friends. All right, going off the bat, we're doing worst text to receive. So this is like a spectrum. It could be like received or kind of sent, but I'm just gonna go receive for the most part. So 5, we're gonna go with we should be friends.
Ooh.
This has happened to me probably like 4 times this year. Yeah. Well, no, like this year.
I think he means the school year, probably. Yeah.
It's been once this semester. 3 times last year.
I'd rather be 0 for 31 than 0 for 9. Because if you're 0 for 9, then you just stop shooting.
It happens a lot. So the classic "we should be friends." It's say the hookup happens, you talk for like 2 or 3 more weeks. You're like, we're gonna follow up. Like, hey, let's get something to eat. She's like, oh, Tayshawn's taking me out tonight. We should be friends. I'm like, oh, fuck me.
Brutal blow.
Oh, I can't do anything, man. So I guess we should just be friends. So I'll leave it at that. 4, we're gonna go with "Don't worry" from the girlfriend.
Wait, is this girlfriend just your friend or your actual girlfriend?
So like imagine like a situationship where like it's not for me personally, but just like the spectrum of the word, just like "don't worry."
Yeah.
She's off doing some horrible things. Like
Some horrible things,
yeah,
right?
Like
Right.
God awful.
Guys, listen to this.
Like
Yeah, that was a high five. That was a high five.
yeah, like oh no, I'm just going to Ty's house tonight, or I'm going to fucking some random frat, and then you're like, uh oh, who's this guy, man? And next thing you know,
Some might even say, "Oh, SpaghettiOs."
SpaghettiOs, and then next thing you know, she's sending a photo, or the guy is, and it's like, text back later. It's
Yeah.
him doing.
She's
some-
busy, bro.
Yeah, she busy, bro.
Rough.
Yeah, it's one of those. So the "don't worry" it's fucking bullshit. I hate that word. 3, where are you? Dude, I fucking hate that question, man. Like, from growing up, say it's like you're out late doing some stupid shit, you're ripping like jewels or something you're not supposed to. Dad texts you, "Where are you?" You're like, fuck, and then you freak out, and then he's like, "I'm fucking pissed, where are you?"
I'm
So
sure it's tough for you too, because sometimes you probably legitimately don't know where you're at, right?
sometimes like, growing up, yeah, actually there could be some
So how about the time I found you laying down in the parking lot?
yeah
That was a good night for Clyde.
that was covered in dirt.
Yeah,
That was
covered in
bad,
dirt.
dude. That was bad.
We've all been there.
Yeah, so I think the "where are you" is more of a
I'm serious. We all been there.
yeah, the where are you is like, say you don't want to talk to the lady, so you just make up some bum ass excuse, or your dad just like wants to kill you because you're out sneaking out. So put it there. Number 2, gonna follow up with that. Text from dad like past 12 a.m. Just any text. Like any text. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be him like drunk saying some stupid shit, or it's gonna be like mom's fucking pissed. Like it's the same situation, but nothing good happens from a dad text from past 12 a.m. So I'm gonna leave it there. No,
What
my
if-
dad
what
did
if
not
it's-
beat me, but it'd be like I'm out doing something and I clearly did something and he just found out. So that'd be like that.
What about like 12:01 a.m.? Like Happy New Year. Like
Happy- no. You would not do that.
okay.
There's no way. And then number 1, cream of the crop, left unopened. See, it's not even like a fucking. It's not even receive. It's like you got to receive the message in like a spiritual way, where it's like you don't know. You don't know what could have happened. Like it's like the Notebook. Like you don't know what could have been, man, because she left you unopened.
They got married.
Mhm.
And died in the same day.
The Notebook is a horror movie for anyone that has ever seen it. Why
What?
would you get with a girl who has just been? I'm really sorry. Like, she's literally fucking another dude, and then he's just like, "Oh, sloppy time," and then he goes back to her. It's insane.
It wasn't like the exact opposite. Wasn't she like not fucking with that guy, but like he had money and stuff and was like all set up, but she like loved the other. She loved.
She fucked both of them in 24 hours. And she was literally going to get married. It's literally a horror movie. The guy waited 20 years, and she just like completely just.
She just completely like married him.
Yeah, no, happy ending. I mean, dude, your girl was like a whore for like a little while. I mean, good for you. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, they were happy, but like, dude, like 3/4 the entire movie is just like pain. It's so sad.
Stupid book every single day.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you're gonna remember today. Fucking dumb bitch.
Remember that time you topped off that military man? Fuck.
Drew said the refrigerator is running was snubbed.
Oh, that's a fucking call, dude. You can't. How would you text?
Well, is your refrigerator running?
It's like
Yes.
you don't text that.
No, but I'm trying to rationalize, but I don't know. It's usually
I like
as a
that,
question,
though.
right? Not just the refrigerator is running.
The
It's like because if you said it that way, then it'd be like, all right, like awesome, like sounds good.
the refrigerator is
And then
running.
Is your refrigerator running? Is the whole setup for the? I don't know. You should better go catch it. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What else could I have added for like text wise? Because I don't know.
Grandma's dead. Like
I was gonna put like really sad shit where it's like your grandma. Something happened, man.
yeah. No, I'm glad you stayed away from the sad
But,
stuff.
I mean,
what's that?
Just like, what is it? Like, I don't know, like what kind of text it'd be, but just anything about like the night before, or maybe you drank too much and don't remember. Being like somebody being like, "Oh, dude, like, do you remember doing this?" It's like, don't text me that.
oh god.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, just like, dude, what do you remember from last night? It's like, ugh,
Can't believe that
shit.
would have been a good one. That would have been a really good one.
Can I call?
Can I call?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like that
just a
one.
worse version of.
I don't like that one.
Do you remember what you did last night? I don't know. Yeah, that one's not good either.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandma's Dead is probably the worst one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not good.
Yeah, that one's not good. Like, but then again, I don't know why Dad would be like, "Hey, Grandma's dead." Like, no phone call, no in person.
You would get a phone call in most cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
you should.
Hey, Carter.
Unless it was like maybe like an expected one, like
Grandma's
doing really
dead.
bad. He was kind of coming. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
It's done.
it's done.
it's done.
Yeah.
Just like the Notebook.
No, I like the Notebook.
Or is that?
All right,
Woo!
all right. Good job today, Kelly. No more mic time.
Hello, Twitter world.
All right, pretty good performance today in Kelly's Key rankings.
I got a
What's up?
perfect one for a Monday.
What's
We're
that?
gonna do movie characters that were actually villains.
Wait, dude, I could go some fucked up ones.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good.
Because nobody would have said, what was her name again in the Notebook? Does anybody remember?
A whore bag, apparently.
Dude, she's a whore.
His name was Jack, right?
Oh, dude.
That's Titanic.
Dude, sneak peek.
Fuck.
Lori's gonna be on there. From Walking Dead. Lori.
Really?
She's a fucking villain, dude.
Well, now you're just spoiling it for fucking Monday.
Honorable mention. I'll do it HM.
Noah and Allie,
Yeah, it was Noah.
and
I said
Lon.
that-
Lon was the cuck.
Long?
Yeah,
His name's Long.
doesn't even have a G either. It's just LON. All right. Okay. Let's stop this show. That's it for today's edition of Rock Hard Ball. Thank you to all if there's any day one boners in here. We appreciate you and all the 400 sex bots from Twitter that are watching today. Apparently that are in the show. So thank you all for tuning in. This is the final episode of season 1. So we'll see you freshly on Monday for the start of season 2, which most of probably look the same for the time being, but I don't know, maybe we'll find some type of minor upgrade. Maybe we'll get Kelly's mic to work. That'll be a great start. Drew was referencing the P Street Power outage massacre, thanks to a certain someone who.
Oh, yeah.
What everyone dead?
Oh, what was it? What did happen?
Dreidel?
One of your roommates just didn't pay the bill.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to it was Tigers game 1 of the ALDS, and it was at like 3. So I go turn on TV. TV's not working. That's fucking weird. Go to plug everything in. What the fuck? Lights aren't working. Fridge is warm. We got a lot of food in it. Go outside and then it hung the thing on like your door, like you're getting evicted. It's like, you guys haven't paid your bill in 4 months, so we shut off your power. So yeah, we had like $600 or something like that. So Lee just never paid our bill. So
Was that his job?
yeah, it's his job. Lee. Well, we did put Lee in charge of the Bills, which is probably a bad idea.
So we just kept the money.
All right, we can probably discuss this off stream. I feel like just no one knows what we're talking about.
No, I think we had paid for like the first little like itty bit. Like I think we paid. I think he didn't request for like 2 months.
You guys probably also
we
all
had
forgot
paid
about it.
5, which means that we did pay him for 3 months. So that he never paid.
Let's just do this. Let's just do talk to.
Yeah, we could just do like the fucking what's the ESPN show like Around the Horn?
Dude,
Yeah.
They go yap to yap.
Well, yeah, but they are still talking about sports.
Yeah, but they'll pull out some
We get-
bullshit
we
that
get-
nobody cares
we
about.
put a fucking button to press and you can chime in. Do that.
What's the Jeopardy?
It's canceled. Yeah.
What, Around the Horn?
Yeah, I think it's done.
Oh yeah, 'cause they didn't talk about LeBron or the Lakers or in the Cowboys every single
Well,
segment.
fair enough. He's our sunshine.
He's
so.
our glorious king.
Our great glorious king. All right, that's gonna be it though for today's episode. We'll see you guys all on Monday. Super Bowl recap, and whatever else comes to our mind by then. So thanks for all tuning in, and we'll see you next time.